So as a YouTuber with over 1,500 videos, I've become pretty good at ignoring most negative comments. That being said, there was one the other day that irked me a bit more than usual because of what it represented. Now the comment was something to the effect of, "Antonio, you don't know what you're talking about, stay in your lane." And in case you're not familiar with what the phrase "stay in your lane" means, it's a term of admonishment or advice against those who express thoughts or opinion on a subject about which they are viewed as having insufficient knowledge or ability. You also see the phrase being used to shut people down when they don't have what you perceive to be the qualifications or the experience necessary. Now, in theory, it may sound acceptable, but in reality, I feel it's a flawed mindset. The reason is it's a very easy way for people to discount the valid opinion of others, especially when it disagrees with their understanding of the world. By telling people to stay in their lane, you're limiting your view of the problem. You see things and you think you're right, and you have no idea really how other people are perceiving the issues. Case in point, the video I think I saw this comment on was a fragrance video, and the person's basically saying, hey, you don't need to be talking about fragrances because you obviously don't know that much. And I admit this, I only have about 300. I only read about them every single day for the last year for 30 minutes. I admit, I'm a newbie. When it comes to guys like Steven over at Redolessence, Jeremy over at Jeremy Fragrance, Chad at A Gentleman's Journey, I know very little when it comes to fragrances. But I'm learning. I got on the phone the other day with Ash over at Gent Sense. I'm getting to know more people in the industry, and every single day I'm trying to put in the time, put in the effort to get better. That being said, I feel that there's an advantage coming at this as a newbie, because I know so many of you guys that are just getting into fragrances or maybe don't care about fragrances, which by the way is the majority of the world. We've got questions such as, why even care? Why does this stuff even matter? But when you're first getting outside of your lane, you look at this through the eyes of the child. And that's the beauty of somebody approaching a problem brand new with that fresh start, is that they see things that sometimes the expert, he takes for granted. And by the way, if you're new into fragrances or you own hundreds of fragrances, you probably want to check out my new fragrance line, Mission Fragrances. Honor, courage, commitment. Why am I coming out with this? Because I know when I got into fragrances, I was really confused. There were thousands of options out there. So I wanted to give guys the option of a foundation set. Basically, these are going to be crowd-pleasing fragrances, but what I'm going to get into is the details on the notes. I've got a course that's going to go along with this fragrance pack so that you can learn everything you know to get started. Most guys don't care about fragrance, and I want to change that. I want to introduce you guys to fragrances, educate you with the knowledge you need to know, and so that you can go out there and start your collection strong. You get 3 great fragrances. It's going to be at a fantastic price. The presentation is going to be awesome. So if you want to give it as a gift, you want to give it as a gift to yourself. You're going to love it. And it's about aspiration, because there's so many things out there. A lot of people sell fragrances based off sex. I mean, that's cool. I'm not a prude, but I wanted something that was more about, honor, courage, commitment. If you served in the military, you know those are the ideals. Those are the core essence of the United States Marine Corps and the Navy. If you're curious at all, check out the early bird link down in the description. Just simply enter your email address. I'll send you more information. But guys, go check out. I'm veering outside of my lane. Going to start my own fragrance brand. And that takes me to the meat of this video, because I don't like it when people tell me what I can't do, what my capabilities are. You don't know me. You don't know what my dreams, aspirations, and I truly believe that if a man sees he wants something, he can go after and get it. So if I would have stayed in my lane, guess what? I never would have created Real Men, Real Style. I would have never gotten into custom clothing. I never would have started my first business. Anyone that has ever achieved anything great realizes that you got to put in the risk, you got to go after it, and you got to ignore the naysayers, the people that say, hey, no, you've got these skills, you've got this. And sometimes it's your parents. Sometimes it's people that care about you, that want to protect you. But here's the thing. You've got to have the courage to get outside of your lane, to break free, to go out there and find what are you truly capable of. You've probably heard the saying, a man who doesn't make a mistake has never tried anything. Gentlemen, you don't want to reach the end of your days and to regret the things you didn't try. So go out there and make mistakes. Get outside of your lane, because that is how you're going to live life. That's how you're going to find what you're truly capable of. Perhaps my favorite quote from Stephen Hawking: one of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would be here. I don't know about you guys, but one of the greatest joys I've had in my life is interrupting those naysayers that say you can't do it by saying, oh, I'm sorry, I just did. So gents, break out of your lane and become the man you know yourself to be. Now I've got some coins I would love to give away, so do me a favor, share this video with someone that can use it and let me know down in the comments a time that you didn't mind your own business, you jumped out of your lane and you made something good happen. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. So what video to watch next? How about how to show other men respect without appearing weak? A lot of times people think that, oh, if I'm going to acknowledge another man, I'm going to give him respect. Somehow that makes you look smaller. That's not the case. Find out how in this video right here.